Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. I can't believe it's Friday already. This week flew on by. What I have in store today is updating you on my M1 Finance portfolio, giving you the update of a new fund that I've stuck into this dividend portfolio. Next, I want to go into Fidelity. I've also added a new fund. It was hard for me to figure out if I wanted to leave that one in Fidelity or if I wanted to move it to M1 Finance, and I'll get into more detail on that one. And lastly, I'd like to go over the Dividend Tracker, which is tracking both of my portfolios. So let's get into it. So here we are with M1 Finance. As of right now, I'm up almost $27, which is a 4.14% return. My current value is almost at $900. Keep in mind, I started this account November 29th, 2023 at $500. It obviously took out a couple fees for whatever funds I was getting into. I've been adding $125 into this portfolio every single week. Now, it shows my dividends earned $3.69. I've almost made $4. Hey, I know that's garbage money. It's garbage, right? It's not good. It's not that much. But remember, that's $4 I didn't have before. If you keep $900 in the bank, I promise they're not going to give you $3.69. This is just not going to happen, okay? It's just not going to happen. So let's take a look at this. The activity that's been going on here. Let's go from mid-December. 9 cents from Realty Income Corp. Waste Management paid me 8 cents. Coca-Cola paid 16 cents. Here's my deposit, $125. It said I did 17 buys at $127.07. That's because I had $2 and some change in dividends that I've earned. So all I'm doing is reinvesting the money back into my portfolio. 26 cents from the Fidelity High Dividend ETF. Here's another deposit on December 25th, $125. VOO paid me 19 cents. Because it was the weekend, it had to wait to the next trading year because of Christmas. Then it did my purchase here. 17 buys. And then here we go. VTI paid me 15 cents 2 days ago. It doesn't sound like a lot, but let me tell you something. Everything adds up. Pretty soon, my dividends earned are going to be in the hundreds of dollars in this account. As long as you're consistent, right? Hey, you want to get good at something? Basketball, tennis, any sport, anything you're doing, you stay disciplined and you stay consistent. I've said this in all my other videos as well about not timing the market, but it's time in the market. However, there is an instance where you do want to time the market, and I'll also get into that here shortly. So let's look at the new fund that I've added into this account. The new fund I added is Main Street Capital. It's a great fund. Do some research on it. Actually, let's pull it up. Main stock. Let's see what it's done. Let's see here. Max. Right. Well, when it came out in 2007, it opened up at $15 a share. Okay. Over time, it went down, right? People are probably like, oh my God, I'm losing my money. It's at $10 in 2009, 2010. It finally broke back to the $15 mark right here. And then it just kept going and going. This was the biggest probably bull run that we've had in the stock market since about 2009 all the way until COVID happened. The line's like this. Look at this. You're $15 3x, literally, up until right here. And then we all know what happened, right? COVID happened and everything shot down to the ground. To 17. This fund started at $15. All those gains over 11 years went down the toilet with one catastrophic worldwide event. The stock shot down to $17.82 a share. Here's what I think about timing the market. Not time in the market. This time's timing it. This is where you have, 10, 15 grand put away. You don't really know when the bottom's going to happen, but it's fell so much, the market has to correct sooner or later. So at this point, this would be a time to throw your money in. So back in 2009, if you would have had $10,000 invested, it would have turned into 30 grand. Even some other funds, you would have 5x your money, 50, 60,000 bucks. People think saving their money in a shoebox, under your bed, in the bank is going to make you a lot of money. Yeah, right. It doesn't grow. It doesn't do anything. It's good to have a nest egg. Have 6 months saved up. And then everything else invest. Have your vacation money. Have your birthday money. Have your Christmas money set aside. But everything else, you need to invest your money. You don't want to be that old person with nothing. You're gonna suffer. Anyways, back to Main Street. I added this one here to my portfolio. Let's take a look at it. Let's see what the dividend yield is in here. 6.58%. I like this one because the dividend yield's pretty great, and it's a growth stock as well to a certain extent. So this is a good one out of the portfolio. I like what it's about, what it's doing. Do your research on it. Main Street Capital Corporation. I don't want to explain everything about it, but do some research if you're interested and start learning. This even has this as being undervalued. What I have to do is make a decision later on and rebalance this portfolio, because my Main Street on here, I'm only contributing 4%. So for easy numbers, for people that really don't understand, and with all due respect, the ones that do, awesome. The ones that don't, this portfolio, this pie makes up 100%. 15, 3, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4. Once I put 100, let's just say easy numbers. I put in $100, $15 goes to Schwab, $3 goes to JPQ, 5 goes to each one. That's just, $4 here. It's growing just slowly and surely. However, if I want to rebalance this and only have maybe 5 funds and do 20% each, then I'm not getting every piece of the stock that I want to get or the fund that I'm looking at. So here's what we got going on here. Take a look at it, see what I'm doing. If you want to share your portfolio you're doing, I'd love to take a look at it. Anyways, long story short, it shows my all-time gain, shows my market gain, my dividends earned. M1 Finance is pretty cool. Now, let's get into Fidelity. Here we go. So, we still got FNILX. Looks like my total loss gain, I'm up $11 so far overall, which isn't much. And remember, these funds pay out, these Fidelity funds pay out once a year. I think in December. We'll get into that also here shortly. The fund I added to this account is SPHD. And here's what I was battling with. I didn't know if I wanted to add this one to Fidelity or if I wanted to add it to M1 Finance. When I looked at M1 Finance, I couldn't really tell where it was, and I wasn't looking at it. So let's add the slice here, SPHD. Here it is. I didn't even know M1 Finance had it on here. So I already had put it on Fidelity and was kind of debating, man, should I leave it? Should I remove it? So I decided, even though this is a good high dividend, low volatile ETF, I mostly want this one for the growth, even though it's going to have good dividend returns. So let's take a look at it here. Let me get out of this and go back right here. So SPHD, let's see what it's done. When it came out, October 19th of 2012, this fund's been around for 11 years, and it came out at $25.40. It's grown. Remember the bull run we had for COVID? And then COVID happened, boom, it dropped all the way down to $27. And then it's gone back up. $42.38. It started at $25. So you've 1.5x your money if you've left it in here. The cool thing about this fund, though, is it also has a pretty nice yield, 4.64% for this high dividend, low volatile account. And a fund. And this fund, I think it has 50 or 51 holdings. Let's take a look. Let's see if I can. How many holdings does this have? Let's see here. You know what? Let's Google SPHD holdings. It has. Oh, here we go. As of right now, this fund has 49 holdings, maybe 50. Don't know what's going on with this one. Don't know if they're adding it to portfolio, but it shows what it has here. So, some communications, AT&T, all kinds of stuff. So, I think it's going to be a good fund to have in this portfolio here for Fidelity. Like I said, I was trying to go back and forth of what I wanted to do. I wasn't really too sure. but I decided to leave it in this one here because I want to be able to dump more money into it and just watch it grow. It's low volatile, you know, gives a decent dividend. It'll grow. Probably won't grow as fast as some of these other stocks, but I mean, this is a nice fund here. It's a mutual fund. So next, let's get into the Dividend Tracker. Here we are so far. So with Dividend Tracker, my annual income is showing $116.26. My portfolio value between M1 Finance and Fidelity that I started a month ago, literally. Remember? Let's see. I started it on November 29th. It's been literally a month. So my annual income is $116.24. My December income was almost $60. Not bad, right? I made $60 in my sleep doing nothing. And remember, the stock market is going to go down. There's going to be times where it's a bumpy road. But if you wait it out, the market's always shot up. Every single time. My average dividend yield is 2.52%. I don't know if that's 100% accurate, so I'm going to have to double check it and see where it's really at. But this is what's going on. This is great. Let's look at the payout calendar. Let's see. Oh, there we go. My year-to-date annual income right now is $99.83. December paid me $59.39. It shows which paid me when. Intel, Encore, December 1st to the 3rd, 55 cents. JEPI, JPQ, Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer paid me $1.26 between December 4th, December 10th. You can just see here, $15 here, $40 from these funds. I mean, this is beautiful. I'm literally making money in my sleep. I can't wait until these funds are paying me $1,000 a month. It's going to happen. Remember, being consistent and disciplined is what's going to make this portfolio grow. And last thing, or the biggest thing I want to tell you, is invest in yourself. I say it in every video. For every $100 you get, put $15 in the market. So if it's $1,000, put $150 away. $2,000, you do the math. Okay? If you're not investing in yourself, it's going to be a struggle later on. I promise you. You don't want to live paycheck to paycheck. People become millionaires even making 40 grand a year. And people are like, no, they don't. Yeah, right. If you started at 18 years old, 19, and you invest for a long time, 30, 40 years, by the time you're ready to retire, you're a millionaire. It's known. Everybody knows it. The math is there. Inflation happens, so your money does grow. And it's going to happen. So do your research, learn about this, and you're going to be well off. I'm going to try to educate you through these YouTube channels instead of making 100 phone calls to everybody. I'd rather just do it in one shot here. And if you watch the video and you follow the channel, you'll get some pretty insightful, very transparent feedback and honest opinion on myself, of what I think and what I'm doing. And I just want to be able to help people. So take a look at this. This is pretty cool. You know, these incomes are going to go up more as I keep investing. It's not much. Look at August, $18 next year. It's free money, pretty much. All I'm doing is investing in these companies and put my money where it's supposed to be. I want to show you something also, this calculator here. This calculator is pretty cool. So let's just say I want my annual dividend goal to be $12,000 a year. You can find a fund. I've been putting them in here and playing around. Okay. So look at SCHD. Let's take a look at this one. The dividend yield's almost 4%. The current stock price is $76.32. I have to invest $308,000 to get $1,000 a month. Sounds like a lot of money, right? However, there's other funds here also. So JEPI. Let's check this one out. Here's this is at 8.52 yield. Calculate. 140,000 invested. But what you have to be careful is with these really high dividend yield ones. If you're looking to make some fast cash and you have $100,000 laying around and you want to make $1,000 or whatever it's going to be for a month, throw your money into this fund, take it out. But remember, you're going to have to pay taxes, whether you're in a 15% bracket or the 34% bracket on that gains that you make. So another thing, these funds can be very volatile. JPQ, even though I'm putting some money into them, it's very low. So check this one out, 10.14%. You only have to put 118 grand in that one, $22,000 less pretty much, if you want to make $1,000 a month. So there's a lot of tools on this dividend tracker. If you're not using it, I'd advise to get it. It's $100 a year. I like it. It shows a lot. But anyways, I appreciate everyone watching my videos, watching the channel. I do a lot of sport videos of my basketball team, myself playing sports, my kids, other people, and I love doing finance videos. So take a look at this. Oh, look, it looks like I'm losing maybe a little more money now. It was, what, $899 or whatever. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed what I've showed so far. We've talked about adding the new fund to M1 Finance. We went over Fidelity. I added SPHC to that one as well, the mutual fund. And you know, we're moving, we're consistent, and we're trying to make money here. You know, it's I don't want to sound greedy, but I want to invest in myself and my family for the future. A lot of people aren't doing that. 99% of people are not investing. It's so sad. You know, and keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a lawyer. This is all for entertainment purposes. However, invest at your own risk, but do learn and educate yourself, because you can do very well in the stock market. Have a good Friday. I got to get going. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you're investing in. Let me know what you're doing. I'm curious about what other people are doing or not doing. And if you haven't started yet and you want some help, leave a comment below. I'll give you my opinion. Have a good day. Thank you so much. Take care.